Hey everyone, it's Karma again.
And
Hopefully you're
I
not
guess I'm
too
back too.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah, so this is the Immortal, and I don't want to spend too much time before I start here, but I do want to mention that this game has a very nasty habit of performing very rudely on many TVs because of a color of black that they chose for the palette. So we're going to be playing on a ROM that has the color edited to the proper color so that it doesn't mess with TVs and capture software. So that being said, we'll go ahead and get to where we can start the run. 3, 2, 1, go.
So this is called the Immortal, right? This is about a wizard that lives forever.
Clearly. Never mind the one intentional death that we're going to have in the run, but you know. So the way I can best describe this game is a puzzle game with some action and also much death. You basically make your way down this dungeon, and you have 3 lives every stage. And if you die all 3 times, you have to start the stage over. And everything kills you.
Yeah, the combat that we just saw, I guess the best way to describe it is punch out with swords. So that sounds pretty cool. But we'll probably end up getting killed by something, be it a pitfall, be it fire, or just bad combat. Like there's
We're just getting stepped on.
Oh yeah. Well, we're gonna get stepped on purpose. Because that is the best way to complete video games.
Yep. So we're actually going to try and get away from this encounter here. And by using that door, we can kind of sneak away from that goblin. All of these arrows here are one-shot, so we really don't want to get hit by any of these. There are some invisible pits in this room that we need to walk around. We want to light this torch so we can see the shades on the ground here. They don't kill us instantly if they hit us, but we do get into a fight where we cannot see them. Fiesel used to call that a solo dance battle. So we're going to hold up the amulet to the light here, but we do not want to read the incantation on the back because if we do, we'll explode, and that's not good.
Along with everything else in the room.
Mm-hmm. And that's level 1.
That it is when everything goes well, this game is a lot gentler and easier looking.
Yeah. So we're gonna make our way around that slime, and we're going to charm these wisps with this scroll. Grab this rock here. And one of the big RNG points of this run here, if we're doing like record attempts, is how many of these wisps follow us through here. We got 2, which is good, because we're going to stick these wisps on the goblins. This third one that just came in isn't going to help us much. But this just saves us from having to fight these goblins. We're going to hang out here for just a little bit to make sure the wisps have time to do their job.
My favorite circumstance there is when the wisps just do not do anything and you've used the scroll and now you have to fight 2 goblins.
Yep. They can do that sometimes. Here's the Goblin King. Even though we literally just exploded this chamber with poisonous mushrooms, he's going to be like, hey, help me. And we're going to give him some water, and now he's on our side? More on that later.
Spoilers. The story of this, I don't know why this wizard is in this dungeon, but he clearly comes here for a reason of some sort, but he finds an adventurer, a note left to an adventurer saying that they need to fulfill their destiny and do this whole quest, but it's addressed to someone else that's not your name. And then the adventure begins, if you will.
So you'll notice I took a death from a slime, and that's totally fine. The deaths don't usually cost that much time. It's more about... Oh gosh, where's the other slime? There's another slime in this room! Oh no!
The slime in this room likes to hang out against walls and become invisible.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're fine. My number one cause of going over estimate when I've been doing practice is dying to that slime too many times, so I really wanted to be careful about that slime. The king actually tells us how to drop the gems in this room to get through here, and that is the end of level 2. Here in level 3, there's a bit of a global timer thing that we're just not going to worry about for marathon's sake. But one of the biggest improvements... Oh, right. So a little bit of history. This was kind of my first speed game, and I had the record for, I want to say, like 7 years. And then Ztox picked it up about a year ago and ground it down and got the record from me with a manipulation on this stage to make sure that he got a quick flame spout. And finally this year I took it back with some strats that we worked out together, and it's great. Speed games. Going to use the amulet here. With the amulet, if you hold it up to the light but don't use it, it actually... Oh no, that's not how it's supposed to go at all. So we're going to take this fight because for some reason my gem didn't register as dropping on the green flame. The idea is that it takes about 12.5 seconds for the... Oh, come on. Please.
This guy's got moves. He's brought his fighting shoes today.
Apparently. I can't be using my level 4 strat. I guess this is the level 3 troll. Alright, fine, we'll fight it normally. So you have to dodge away from the swing of the sword. And I'm not doing a great job. Alright, we took a death, that's fine.
Oh, wait. This is the troll that I taunted and killed me in short order when I was learning this video game the other day.
Alright, so we're going to use the amulet to let this troll pass through us. Okay, nope. Apparently we're just going to get into another fight here. So I'm going to try the strategy that I was trying last time but didn't work. These trolls are actually tougher, it seems, than the troll that we'll actually be taking an intentional fight with on the next... Okay, can you let me swing? There we go. Okay, I get to play the game now.
Finally. Everyone get ready to play the video game.
And actually, we don't need to refight that troll because we just got through. All right, we're good. We're good. That was a little bit sketchy, but we're good.
Every time you use that red gem, I think the character dies. It's very unhealthy.
Yeah. Here's the magic carpet stage, and I believe the copy incentive didn't get met, so we'll be skipping that here. The carpet controls very oddly, but it moves quickly, and these floors are covered in worms that will engulf you. So you do not want to be on the floor in those 2 rooms back there.
Please understand how wild this magic carpet controls. Just trying to get any sort of movement pattern going quickly is absolutely impossible.
Yeah, it probably didn't look too hard from those 2 rooms because especially the second one, I kind of have the motions practiced for it. But you will bounce all over the place on the magic carpet, and it is obnoxious to control. Take an intentional fight here against the troll. It used to be that I would actually use the amulet 6 times in this room to get past it, because what you have to do is walk around this triangle 3 times clockwise. But it's actually faster to just kill the troll and then do that. Moving on to level 5. The goblins are...
What? Emblem, like, or not emblem, medallion like 6 times as it tries to run around you.
Yep. It was a very comedic thing, really. Here's our old friend who's gonna give us a potion, which, you know what? I think our justification for drinking it is that it's authentic. Oh, hey, look, it's a shrinking potion. And they don't tell you this, but it actually poisons you too, and the antidote's in that chest, but we can skip getting the antidote if we just take a death in there intentionally by getting crushed by one of the giant goblins compared to us.
And this is a portion where you need to use your fireballs, which you can shoot on the overworld to kill these 2 little dragon whelpling things, because one of them has a key to leave the room.
Mm-hmm. And in this room, you have a lot of worms that are hidden in the ground, so there's a specific path you need to take to get through there without dying.
And it is all instant death floors.
Yeah. There's like very little warning. The chest with the antidote also has a worm detector that helps you kind of navigate that a little bit, but yeah, it's still instant death if you step too far in one direction. So that's level 5. Level 6, we need to make sure we're moving up straight away so that we can talk to Dunrick here. And we learned that our old wizard pal Mortimer is actually evil. And he gives us a couple of things and we run away from the troll and we're all good to go. And we're going to do another amulet here to get through that troll. And here comes the barrel section, if you want to talk about that, Kat.
This is my favorite section of the video game. Basically, you get a hilarious animation of a wizard trying to paddle a barrel, which is already wonderful on its own. And basically, there's a creature at the end of this tunnel that is guarding some sort of door that we do not need to go through. But we are going to agitate this creature by crossing a vertical plane that will make it angry at us and start chasing us. And we need to navigate back through the maze and into the whirlpool. It is a very silly section. So what we're going to try to do is just get a good turnaround at first and some good turns. It's very easy to get caught up on the walls here.
I think I'm dead. No, I'm not. I'm alive. Cue the Eurobeat.
Your reactions are basically mine anytime I get through this section of, oh god, I'm dying here. This is bad. I'm doing everything wrong. And oh no, I got through it. No problem. This is fine.
Yeah, so we basically just need to lead the Norlac into that whirlpool by first going in ourselves.
Yep, it's how you get Norlacs to go into whirlpools, by being live bait.
But thankfully we have a goblin friend that nurses us back to health.
May or may not nurse us back to health.
And I know I mentioned some pits back in level 1 that we never ran into, but here's what happens if you run into one of the pits.
Let's get out of the pit. Let's get out of the pit. Show everyone it's possible.
Nah.
There's a way to get out of pits, and it's by rhythmically tapping the button.
So here's our dragon friend. First thing we need to do is use the blink scroll 6 times. And then we have to wait and time it and use our fire protection scroll, which lasts slightly longer, and then we have to show it the amulet to show that we could theoretically end its life right now if we wanted to. Also our own. So we actually don't want to read the words.
Yeah. And the dragon is more interested in what this other wizard's doing here.
That's Mortimer, our old wizard friend who was actually trying to use us to kill the dragon by reading the words on the amulet. But we're not foolish enough to fall for that. We're gonna play some wizard tennis with him. Little fake out there.
Yeah, basically
Also,
the end of this game is a bunch of it's one long puzzle that you could sort of describe as a QTE, but not quite.
I should mention that time will be once the amulet is back in my hands after I use the magnet spell here. So he's telling us more about the plan to lure one of his students in here. And time.
GG.
And now the dragon's cool with us. We're just gonna, like, hitch a ride out of here on that rope.
The rope from someone? Question mark?
I think it's the goblin that I think in the Genesis version you see that it's the goblin. But yeah, the goblin helps us get back out of here. And then we get some lore. Basically, we settled a 1,000-year-long war. No problem.
Fabulous. Between the dragons and the trolls or the goblins, I don't know, but
it was the dragons and the wizards.
Oh, got it. Okay, cool. I missed that episode of Dragon Age.
Anyway, I think that's it for us. I really, really appreciate y'all having me around here. This was a lot of fun.
Thank you for having me on your runs. This has been fabulous.
Well, thanks to Karma for that awesome run of The Immortal. And to gliitchwiitch for being our commentator. We do have a few tickets for our $5 donation train. Constant donated $5 saying choo choo. And JLT donated $5 saying $5 Oblivion train. So we are currently at $1,492.43 towards that bonus game of Oblivion. That'll be coming up pretty soon if we can get that donation met. It's a stretch, but I believe the power of the $5 donation train. And we're going to throw it to a quick Twitch ad for a sec. So for our donations to our bonus game 1, they have a little 2-for-1 here that if you donate, you can also donate towards our bonus game 2 on Thursday, which will be Pokemon Snap. So you can have your incentive go towards tonight's Oblivion and towards Pokemon Snap. And we are going to throw it to